Thank you for coming back to Late Night with Walter Weyburn. Got a lot to talk about tonight on the show. I had a lot of questions last night. I'm going to get to most of those tonight. Remember, if you have any questions you want to ask me, anything at all, as long as it's clean, post your questions in the comments of this video, and then tomorrow night I will answer them. And if I do miss your question, please ask it again. The thing that would help me pick out the questions as I'm scrolling through is if you put a lot of question marks at the beginning of the question. That will let me know there is a question there. All right, y'all. Y'all got your beverage? You ready to go? I got my ice water. Y'all, I woke up this morning. I'll get a little bit closer so you can see. I woke up this morning. I don't know why, but my eye is just as red as it can be this morning. The whole thing was red. I had patriotic eyes. If you didn't know no better, you'd think I was laid out all night and got drunk, but I don't drink. I must have sneezed or something and busted a blood vein or something. I don't know. I've done that before, and it goes away in like a day, but this morning that was really red. Okay, enough of that. Y'all don't care. Chuck Schumer. He said that the Democrats are opposed to any small standalone bills. Well, duh. I think we know that by now. Nancy Pelosi has said many times no standalone bills, and every time one comes across her desk, what does she do? She blocks it. Standalone bills will not fly, but for some reason the mooch man keeps bringing them up. Just don't make sense to me. Y'all let me know why you think the mooch man is doing this. Is he just senile? And he don't remember them saying no standalone bills? Who knows what's going on in that old man's mind? Y'all, I recorded this show a little bit early tonight. I recorded it at 7 p.m. It's like 7:03 right now. I recorded it early so I can watch the president debate tonight. Y'all let me know what you thought about the debate, and I'm going to be watching it. I will let you know what I thought about it tomorrow. Early voting. Y'all, I've never gotten into early voting, but we have a genealogy library here in Pensacola. It's not far from my house. Every time I pass it in the past 3 days, early voting's been happening. The line is out the door and wrapped all the way around the parking lot. I have never seen that. All the years that I've been here and seen early voting at that library, I have never seen that. But it's been straight 3 days now, wrapped all the way around their parking lot. People are getting out and voting. People are fed up. They want to change. And I'm glad to see that line out there. Y'all, I got a story tonight about Conway Twitty. Y'all, my cookbook, I mentioned it last night. I told y'all about it. I told you it was on the website. Well, I sold a bunch of them today. It was a very good sales day, and I want to thank you all for the ones that got it. Also, if you want that cookbook, it's in the links in the description box below this video. You can also get it on my cooking channel. The self-publishing mastery course is going great. I signed up 3 new people today, so that brings it up to 38 people taking it, and nobody has complained about it yet. They seem to be liking it. Y'all please check that out. It's also in the links below. It's $35. You know, most people charge up to around $1,000 for a course. That's ridiculous. Mine is $35. It's a short course. It's only 6 modules. You can get through it pretty fast. I would say a week. And if you're real busy and don't have time to put into it, 2 weeks. And at the end of that course, if you do what it tells you to do, you will have an ebook making money for you. I'm about to place the biggest order I've ever placed for stun guns, pepper sprays, and tactical knives. I'm gearing up for Q4, getting ready for Christmas orders because I got a feeling it's going to be off the chain. So I'm getting ready for that. Like I said, this is the biggest order I've ever ordered. And if I don't sell them for Christmas, I'm going to have a ton of them here. So they'll sell when they sell. But I think I'm going to need them throughout the Christmas, and I want to get them now. That way, when Christmas time gets here, and I go to order them, I don't want the guy saying that he's out of them. So I'm going to jump the gun on that one. I still have plenty. If y'all want them now, I can get them straight out to you. Y'all, like I said, I got a lot of questions and I'm going to cover them, but first I want to tell you about this Conway Twitty concert that I went to. I've seen Conway Twitty probably 4 or 5 times in concert. Each time he had Loretta Lynn with him. He had Anthony Armstrong Jones with him. A couple of times it was a big packet ticket and Porter Wagoner and Dolly Parton was with him. Always a very good show. They just don't make concerts like that no more. Those big packet deals, those was awesome. But Anthony Armstrong Jones, he never made big, but he did have one hit with a song named Blind Man in the Bleachers. Kenny Starr had the mega hit with that song. But Anthony Armstrong Jones did a great job with it. He was like an add-on to Conway Twitty's tour. He did, like I say, have that hit. And he also had another hit with Love Walked Out the Door. And also Conway Twitty had a hit with that song too. And yeah, they was good. Conway Twitty's drummer, they called him Pork Chop because he was real big and fat. He had big pork chop sideburns. He was the clown of the show. He'd be back there on those drums just wailing away, throwing his chopsticks everywhere, falling off the pedestal, all kinds of stuff. He was the clown of the show. Conway Twitty, when he came out, he stood there kind of straight with his guitar, singing his songs. He was really straight-laced. They needed a clown to brighten up the show, so Pork Chops did that. There was another time when I seen Conway Twitty. His first wife, Mickey. This is right after him and Mickey divorced. He was going through a tough time. He came on stage, his eyes was so bloodshot. He was just somber almost. I mean, he stood there and he sung probably 15 songs before he uttered the first word of talking. He just, one song after another, one song after the other. And they wasn't upbeat songs, they was like hurting songs, you know. You could tell he was hurting over that divorce. But it was still, I can't say I know what he was going through, but I can feel what he was going through. But still, just him being there made it a great show. If y'all never seen Conway Twitty in person, you missed something big. The way his shows was, he had them lined up, and I noticed they was all about the same. When the show first starts, Anthony Armstrong Jones would come out and do a set. Then Porter Wagoner would do a set. If it was a package show, Porter Wagoner would do a set, Dolly Parton would do a set, then they would do a set together. And then Conway Twitty would have Loretta Lynn come out. She'd do a set. Then he would do a set. And then Conway, Twitty, and Loretta Lynn would do a set together. Like I say, it was an awesome show. And y'all, back then, when I was a kid, I didn't like Conway Twitty. I didn't like him at all. And I'll tell you why, and it's a crazy, crazy reason. My mama, my sister, and every female in the world was just gaga over this man. His coal black hair, straight back and everything, they was just gaga over him. Secretly, I think I loved Conway Twitty even back then. I was just jealous of his hair and jealous of all the attention he was getting from the women. I wasn't getting any, but I was just a kid. Y'all, today I can honestly say Conway Twitty, if I can't say he's my most favorite, he's in the top 2. Okay, let's get into the questions. And I had a lot of them, a lot of good questions too. Y'all, the first question I want to cover really hit me last night. Let me find it here. Yeah, here it is. Y'all remember me talking about the church that I went to when I was a kid? It was a Pentecostal church. The preacher hung that picture in the foyer of the church. Well, I got a comment about that. O. Hughes, 1968. I believe that's how you say that name. I'm not sure. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry, sir. He or she, I'm not sure if it's what it is, but they ask, the story you told last night about the church, was it by chance Brother Godwin's church? Oh my God, Pensacola is a big place. There is a lot of Pentecostal churches in Pensacola. But he's dead on the money. It was Brother Godwin's church. We went there my whole childhood. We was raised in that church. I love that church. His daughter, as far as I know, is the preacher out there now. But it was Brother Godwin and his wife. She was so sweet. She had this big bun in the back of her hair, on the back of her head. It was huge. That lady must have had a lot of hair. I never seen it down, but that was a big bun she had back there. But yeah, I loved that church when I was a kid. His daughter is a preacher now, as far as I know. And when I was going there, his daughter was my Sunday school teacher. And I can't remember if it was every Saturday night or one Saturday night out of the month they had singings out there. They called it all-night singings, but it really wasn't all-night singing. But it was as late as you wanted to stay. Man, they had all the gospel singers come in from other churches and stuff, local groups, groups from around the region would come in and sing. Oh my God, it was some beautiful music. And they played all the instruments. They had a regular band for these groups. It was wonderful. I even met my first girlfriend at the church. Her name was Quayla Welch. My brother was going with her sister, Lisa Welch. Dorothy Welch was her mama. Her mama and my mama was in the hospital at the same time that me and Quayla was born. Me and Quayla was born at the same time. Not the same hour, but the same hospital stay. My mama and her mama was in the hospital at the same time, and they was friends. Well, they lost contact, and then when we started going to that church, they restruck their friendship, and me and Quayla was like sweethearts. I have so many memories of that church, and for that guy to comment last night, That blew my mind. I want to thank that person for that comment. That really got me last night. And if you're watching tonight's show, please tell me something about how you knew it was Brother Godwin's church. Did you go there, or do you still go there? Just let me know. I would love to know. Okay. Now I'm going to start from the front of the comments, so that was sort of towards the end. Zoa, I believe how you say it, Langford, asked, did Amy get the angel that she made for her? Y'all, this lady made an angel out of a dish towel and sent it to Amy when Amy was sick. It's a wall hanging, and it's one of my favorite colors. It's sort of a teal color. I'm sorry, y'all. It's sort of a teal color. My wife has it hanging in her sewing room right above her sewing machine. She loves it. I love it. It's beautiful. Thank you so much for sending that to her. She'll always cherish that. Y'all, before I go any further with the questions, I'm going to tell you what we had for dinner tonight. There's a reason you keep seeing me do that. Y'all, Amy likes to go through magazines and find all these weird recipes. I don't really like that kind of stuff. I just like straight up food. So normally when she does that, my first reaction is not to like it. Most of the time I do like it though. And I tell her that I do like it. I didn't think I would, but I do. And I'm honest with her about it. But tonight she made black bean burgers. It was a hamburger made out of black beans. My first reaction was not to like it, because if I want to eat a hamburger, I want a hamburger. If I want a bowl of beans, I'm going to eat a bowl of beans. My first reaction was not to like it. After I finished the first one, she said, I'm sorry about tonight's supper. I won't do that again. I said, babe, I was about to ask you to make me another one. They was good. They was very good. Spicy and good. Karen Mayle, Mayle. I didn't say that right. I'm sorry, Karen. Asked, have you ever met Willie Nelson? No, I have not, but I do love his older music. Out of his older music, my favorite song that he did was Mr. Record Man. It sounds crazy, but Mr. Record Man, it makes me, it reminds me of me playing records. I mean, growing up, that was my life, just playing records, those old country music songs. And I've always loved that song. But no, I've never met Willie Nelson. A lot of people has. A lot of people's had fun with him. Here's another name that I'm going to butcher. Deanon Shad, I don't know if that's right or not, asked, what country music singer inspired you the most? That's a hard question to answer. That's very hard because so many of them that I love. I mean, I've always gave country music singers roles, family roles. And I'll tell you about that one day. But if I just had to guess which ones off the top of my head inspired me the most, Conway Twitty would be way up there. Carl Smith would be way up there. Merle Haggard, over the top. And Johnny Paycheck. Wow. Those four are my most favorites. That's a hard question to answer. Rosanna Ramiro asks, do I still live in Pensacola? Yes, I still live in Pensacola. I've lived here all my life, and I can't imagine living anywhere else. I wouldn't even try to live anywhere else. I love it here. Amy Pace, she commented a few times, said she would love to start something online like writing a book, but her spelling and grammar, Amy, I hope it's okay for me to say that, I'm sorry. She says her spelling and grammar is not too good. Sweetheart, mine is not good at all. You would be surprised how bad mine is. But this is what you do. You write it the best you can. You download the free version of Grammarly. Once you write a chapter of your book, run that chapter through Grammarly. It will outline all the mistakes that's made, and it will give you multiple choices to choose what goes best there. Grammarly is great. They've got a free version. They also got a paid version, but the free version is just fine. That's what I use. My grammar is horrible. My spelling is horrible. But I'm a best-selling author. So no more excuses, Amy. Get busy writing. Download that app. It's Grammarly.com. Get busy. I want a book from you. Lois Ann Whopper, I know that's not right, said none of her questions has been answered. She's been here every night. Lois Ann, I'm sorry I missed your questions, but I've only been doing this. This is my fourth night now. So ask your questions again and put question marks at the beginning of your questions so I can see it. And again, it's just me doing this. I am very sorry I've missed your questions, but please ask it again and I will answer it. Kaylin T, I don't know if that's right or not, asked, do you do the cooking in your house or does Amy do it? Y'all, Amy does most of the cooking. I do cook every now and then. Y'all, I know I'm going to get some hate with this, but please understand. It's just me and Amy here. So most of the time we go out for something real light. It's cheaper for two people to eat fast food or something like that than it is to cook a big meal at home. But we do eat at home a lot, and when we do, most of the time Amy is the one that cooks. Now, when we go out, we don't go out to big fancy restaurants. We go find something that is cheap and affordable, something good. So don't say I go out to eat every day. Not really the case. Another question from Karen Maley asked, am I getting all 12 of my CDs? No, sweetheart, it's only 8 CDs, but they all have 12 songs on them. But yes, I'm getting them all made, and it should be a couple more weeks before they're all made, and I will be opening up that website again. A lot of people is asking for those CDs. I have a Christmas CD, I have a gospel CD, and then the rest of them, I have a Christmas CD, a gospel CD, a rock CD, and then the rest of them is hardcore country. And I say rock, it's about as most rock as this country boy can do. It's not hardcore rock at all. Brenda Young asks, do you come to Tennessee? She would love to meet Amy and me. Sweetheart, we are planning a trip to Nashville, probably January. I'm not quite sure yet. We was hoping to do it before then, but it looks like January is when that will happen, because we are going to California in December for Christmas. So it might be January before we get to Nashville, but we are planning it. Hopefully we can meet. That'd be fun. Down Castle asked, do you sell a Filipino cookbook? Yes, my wife has her Filipino cookbook on my website. It's $3.99. It's an ebook. So check that out. It's in the links below. It's also on my cooking channel also. Y'all, that's all the questions I got tonight. And like I said, if I missed any, please ask them again. And don't be offended if I did miss them. It's a lot of them, and I'm doing it all by myself. Again, check out the links in the comment box, in the description box below. There was some other little thing that I wanted to tell you, and I can't remember what it was now. Oh well. I'll re-watch this video and maybe it'll hit me when I'm watching it, because it was in the back. I don't think I had it. I didn't write it down. It just popped in my head that I wanted to tell you about. Maybe tomorrow night. Y'all, I love you all. If you didn't see last night's show, please go back and watch it. Help me grow this 10 p.m. every night show. Also, 6 a.m. in the morning, I will have another stimulus update show. And at 12 tomorrow noon, I will have another stimulus update show. Please check those out. Remember, every Sunday we do have a giveaway, and you have to watch the 6 a.m. Show on Sunday. That was it. Somebody asked me about the giveaway. Let me see. Did I miss a question or two? I don't see it here. But anyway, I will tell you about the giveaways, because I thought I had a question about it. The giveaways is on Sunday mornings on the stimulus update video. Sunday mornings at 6 a.m. And you can watch that video any time of the day, because I pick the winner late on Sunday evening. And then I announce the winner on Monday morning, 6 a.m. So y'all, be sure and watch that video so you will know what question to answer in order to be part of that contest. And I will tell you, most answers that I get for the question is not the answer for the question. They're telling me things that they think they want me to hear. That won't get you a place on this contest. You have to answer the question that I ask. So y'all be sure and don't miss that. You might have a chance of winning 50, 100, or a prize. Every Sunday is going to be different, but this next Sunday, I'm not sure what it's going to be. You just have to come back and find out. But it's Sunday mornings at 6 a.m. Y'all, I do love you all. Please watch the video that's popping up here now. And until tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., keep your faith in God. He's going to see us through this. I believe the stimulus thing is about to happen. It's not far off. God is going to find a way to make it happen. I have faith in Him that He will see us through this. I love you all. Until tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., ciao.